Welcome to Your World Within Daily. I'm Eddie Pinero, and in this episode, I'm going to answer a question from Tom on Twitter at Tom Mariniello, who asks about happiness in pursuit of your passion. So I'm going to dive into that, dissect it a little bit, talk about why it's important, but can also be misleading as we push to grow and expand our lives. Right, I hope everyone's having a good morning here, and thanks to Tom for that question. What I'm going to do is try and, at least the vast majority, kind of interject your questions and your responses from that Instagram post, and certainly get to most of them. A lot of great questions there, so I appreciate everyone participating and sharing their thoughts. Very, very grateful on this end. So today, the topic of being happy in pursuit of your dreams, I think it's an important topic, and I've made a video about this. The sort of idea that when you hit a certain point, or somewhere along the way when you've achieved X, Y, or Z, you sort of sustain this happiness all the time, and or even in pursuit of a dream, if it's the right dream, it's happiness all the time, and it's just not congruent with reality in the sense that life is ups and downs, and to have happiness all the time, which is not exactly what Tom's saying, but happiness all the time. It's sort of my disclaimer, because it's a big misconception. It's not sustainable. It's holistically being happy, waking up excited, looking at the aggregate of what you're doing and being proud, being able to smile at your body of work, but understanding, life is inherently difficult, and there will be times where you question what you're doing. There'll be times where you're frustrated. There'll be times where you're disappointed, confused. There are times where you don't know what to do next because things seem convoluted, and that is part of the process. But you could make an argument that, that's not pure bliss, right? That's not moments of happiness. And Ryan Holiday talks about this specifically when he talks about passion versus purpose. Passion in pursuit of a dream is great. Passion is, sort of moments of happiness, moments of excitement, of adrenaline, where you're just on top of the world. And he alludes to the fact that, but it's a misconception, because those obstacles, they show themselves. And that's when he sort of moves to purpose, where he says, purpose is the long haul. Purpose is understanding that, hey, this is tough. I'm not enjoying this particular day or moment or experience, but I get the big picture, and I'm going to buckle up, buckle down, buckle whatever way you want to buckle, and keep moving forward, right? That's the rationale behind it. And he's a writer. And so he talks a lot about days where he just has to sit down and force himself to write, because writers don't feel like writing every day, right? And that's sort of the second piece. It's like progress. If progress is happiness, is contentment, and I believe it is, I think we are at our best when we're moving forward. You have to understand the push-pull, because growth is inherently uncomfortable. It's chaos. It's intentionally putting yourself in difficult situations, and adapting and adjusting and acclimating. And then you're able to move on to sort of the next step, or the next manufactured moment of chaos. And that's great. And that's why we grow. And that's why we look back and we smile at what we've done in our body of work. And, that what we've done is meaningful. But again, in that moment, not exactly pure joy, not exactly pure happiness. Jim Rohn says, you have the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Choose one. So for Ryan Holiday's example, the pain of sitting down and typing when it's the last thing you want to be doing, or the pain of looking back 20 years from now and saying, man, I wish I wrote a book. But either way, there has to be some type of pain, of discomfort. And so I say that just as a way to sort of make sense of everything, because of course, I agree with Tom. I think you should be happy in pursuit of your passion. But I think it's a holistic, big picture happiness. It's being proud and it's being content. Knowing that you're doing something that's meaningful to you. In the micro, if your expectation is happy, or you think you're going to hit a point where every day is smiling and nonstop rainbows and butterflies, I think you're in for a rude awakening, because life has something to say. It's who can best internalize that and make life work for them in pursuit of their dreams that will end up on top. So, hey, thank you for watching. I hope you found this valuable. And if you enjoyed the podcast, please rate, subscribe, review. It helps me get it out to the world. I appreciate it, and I will catch you guys tomorrow.